What we're finding is that most of the people whom we see in practice have had depression for a long period of time. It's just never been picked up, never been treated.
So when do you go to the West?
Diabetes is tough. About 50% of people who have symptoms don't know they have diabetes, so it's quite a shock. Depression in diabetes is underdiagnosed, undertreated, and undermanaged by health professionals, largely because of the overlap of symptoms. So think about it. If you've got depression, you're likely to not be feeling so good about yourself for some period of time. You're likely to be tired. Maybe you don't take much pleasure in things that are happening around you. You're having trouble sleeping, or maybe you're sleeping too much. You don't have an appetite, or maybe you're eating too much. You don't feel so great about the future.
I'm just going to check your feet. Yeah.
Once a person's been diagnosed with diabetes, most likely what will happen is that they'll be put onto a self-management plan.
Would you write your name up here and your address there and take it home with you?
Let's say that the health professional is astute enough to also screen for depression. Then, depending on the severity of the depression, the person might be referred also to a psychologist.
Can you just sort of let me know a bit about how you've been feeling lately?
When a psychologist who is well trained to deal with people who have more than one condition, say a chronic disease such as diabetes and depression, that psychologist will be looking at what's happening for the whole person in their life. So they will be interested in how are they managing the changes that have occurred in their life as a result of knowing that they have chronic disease. And how can we help them better manage their lives given that they've got a chronic disease which requires a lot of attention, and depression also has been thought of as a chronic disease that requires a lot of attention. One thing I'd like to see, almost everyone perhaps, is have a good physical activity plan. Something that will give about 30 minutes a day. And that can be broken up into 3 10-minute blocks, but some movement. It's good for us both in terms of our mental health and our physical health. And it's good to have some routines in place so that we don't have to consciously think, oh, today I've got to do this, 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 and this, but our routines become automatic. So if I don't go for a walk in the morning, I miss it. Or if I don't have fresh fruit and vegetables, I miss them, because that's part of my daily routine now. It's not a chore. Sometimes the simple solutions work really well. And the reason that health professionals are more helpful than sitting on your own trying to sort it out is you might not come up with the plans yourself.
Being hurdles there, only little steps now.
A lot of people think that, like many health professionals, if I just treat the diabetes, the depression will go away or something will go away. Treating the diabetes, managing the diabetes, doesn't treat or manage the depression. They're different conditions, even though they might have an overlap. One of the things that we might look at is something that affects both the diabetes and the depression. We might look at helping the person sleep better, working out how the person might be able to deal with day-to-day problems that are causing them stress, that are causing them some distress. Sometimes people actually blame themselves for their physical illness. And we've got a lot of publicity about obesity leading to diabetes. And so they'll say, oh, well, you know, I caused this myself because of the way that I've been leading my life for the past 40, 50 years. Well, I see that as an opportunity to make changes rather than enter into a self-blame that just pulls us down and doesn't get us anywhere. Carers are important for people who have diabetes or depression or any other chronic disease. They can be a wonderful asset if you have a carer who is understanding and is aware and educated and can talk through the issues with you. It's great for carers to be able to come in with the patient to talk to the health professionals and discuss whatever problems or issues they might be having. And it overcomes the confidentiality problem. A carer's job is a tough one. It's a really tough one, quite onerous. Carers themselves experience stress, depression, anxiety. It's really important that carers look after themselves. Often there are so many demands in looking after another person that they neglect themselves or feel that maybe they're not worthy of the kind of care that they needed. There are some wonderful organisations for carers and useful for people to get in touch with them.